sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. But I love my but I ain't them nerd like damn. Why pie get like yeah.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's Williams. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to break.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
At the Eagles' 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
7 Pirates. Sack.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
73.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Now swing pass for Dillon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing is Williams. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Kelee Ringo getting home from his spot in the secondary.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle with Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 2nd and 9. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory,
Moore, the motion man. Go. To the air, Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
From the gun, here's Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. The Bears at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Let's go.
Looking to throw is Williams. complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. A third down gain of 19. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are back within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Hurts. And got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 85 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's Williams. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Fighting through pressure. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw, Williams. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Go Silver, ready?
Throwing is Hurts. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Rush coming, and
he's taken down. Jalen Carter able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
That went out wide and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man down the field. That's Odunze. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Cowboy 80.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Go.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Ready, set.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Montez Sweat picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. So no gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
60 Eagle, 79 Bronco. Take go.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go. Here's Williams. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown! A.J. Brown with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott Good on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. Williams loses the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nolan Smith collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, thumbs up, alert. No touch.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Elliott Good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Hey, 73.
Again, it's Barkley. Muscles him off. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Great. Set. No touch.
Barkley, inside handoff. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Philadelphia, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.